Smart Home from Mid-Hudson Cable, a monitoring solution that brings the power of video to protect your family and home. Using cameras installed by Mid-Hudson Cable technicians, you can check in on your pets, be notified when your children get home, or look in on the nanny. For businesses, a visible camera can reduce crime and help employees and customers feel safer at night. Call today to learn how Smart Home can help you.
Why are most of you here?
For Gia, to support her.
What do you mean by that?
Well, she is going through a hard time right now, and we just want her to know that we're all here for her.
So you're walking down Warren Street. What else have you done?
Well, we're selling these t-shirts. Monique Bell is selling bracelets for her, and we have Boo.
Because Gia is a great person, and we just wanted to help her mom because her mom's out of work right now, and we wanted to help raise her money.
If she was here right now, what would you say to her?
Gia, to stay strong, and we're all here for her, and we all have her back.
And I'm right by her side through anything she has to accomplish or whatever.
I love you, Gia. He's going down the street? Yes.
They the devil. They the devil. Team Gia.
I wasn't sure if this is where I was supposed to go.
I don't want any pictures taken. This is my area.
Where are you guys from?
Yeah, where are you from? Churchtown. Churchtown.
I'm from the Registered Star News. Hi.
You knew?
Yes, Katie Cosby.
How did you never met? How are you?
Good. I am the reporter for the Courier.
Oh, are you?
I'm Carrie's reporter.
Well, then you...
Clap him in, clap him in. We gotta wait for everybody. Turn around.
Oh my God! Do you see everybody?
Go mine. You get up here, man. You got the shirt. You got the shirt.
Whoa!
That's for Rob.
You should come up here. Yeah. Jeffrey. Jeffrey can.
Balloons need to make their way out. You guys can pass the balloons out now to the smallest of the
Down
people.
to the bottom.
Okay?
Team Gia, 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 Team Gia.
Welcome to Smart Home from Mid-Hudson Cable, a monitoring solution that brings the power of video to protect your family and home. Using cameras installed by Mid-Hudson Cable technicians, you can check in on your pets, be notified when your children get home, or look in on the nanny. For businesses, a visible camera can reduce crime and help employees and customers feel safer at night. Call today to learn how Smart Home can help you.
Has the attitude changed about the war?
Well, I think the attitude has changed about the war, and I think that the attitude toward veterans has changed tremendously. People are starting to realize that their freedoms are based on veterans, and what they enjoy in this country is only protected by veterans.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
It is an honor to be here today to address my fellow veterans. And Vietnam veterans in particular. And I want to thank Vince Grimaldi for the nice weather this morning, just as he promised. It's been 40 years since the Vietnam ceasefire was signed in 1973, and 38 years since our dramatic hero evacuation from the embassy roof in Saigon. It is encouraging to see our troops, both active duty and veterans, being appreciated for their service. I have had numerous occasions where strangers have come up to me and thanked me for my service. That was not the case 40 years ago when returning Vietnam vets came home. There was animosity towards us, and yes, in some cases, assaults on us that was demoralizing. Why did so many dislike us? Some even hated us. Many of us asked, what did we do wrong? The answer is emphatically, categorically, we did nothing wrong. Then why did so many of our friends and neighbors think we were depraved and ruthless? I think the answer lies with the public perception of what the Vietnam War was about. That perception, for the most part, was generated by the media's presentation of the horrors of war on the 6 p.m. nightly news, in many cases in gruesome detail. It has made some of our Vietnam veterans confused, and yes, some even bitter. But I can tell you that I see more and more of our friends and neighbors beginning to realize that those of us who served in Vietnam are not the monsters portrayed so many years ago. Excuse me. We served honorably, whether a volunteer or a draftee. We followed our lawful orders, regardless of our agreement or disagreement with the leadership in Washington, D.C. We upheld our oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that we would bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that we would obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over us. Yes, we served honorably with very few, if any, regrets. And yes, we have nothing to be ashamed of. We can and should stand tall and proud of our service to our country. Thank you for your service. We must also endeavor to keep the faith with our new generation of veterans. To quote the founding principle of the Vietnam Veterans of America, never again will one generation of veterans abandon another. those who have not served their country in their arms. Will never really know or understand our camaraderie. The willingness to put ourselves at risk for our brothers and sisters, to care for them, our family. It is this camaraderie and the caring of our fellow veterans that brings us here today. We are here this morning to honor our hometown Vietnam veterans, who gave their life in defense of their country. 19 lives cut far too short. We veterans and non-veterans alike owe them a debt of gratitude. I would be remiss if I did not point out that one of our honorees this morning is Congressional Medal of Honor, Corporal Frank Fontenot, U.S. Army. This award is given for conspicuous gallantry and extraordinary heroism, for service above and beyond the call of duty. It is the highest combat award that is given. Most recipients are awarded posthumously. There were 249 Medal of Honors given for service in Vietnam. Of that, 32 were given to veterans from New York. Columbia County is honored to have one. We should also not forget that over 58,000 gave their lives and more than 303,000 were wounded, and another 1,654 are still missing in action and unaccounted for. We need to continue the efforts to account for our MIAs. We must not forsake those wounded and in need of our assistance. We must pledge that our country keeps its promises and care for our veterans. To the families of the fallen, you are in our thoughts and prayers. To close, I want to say thank you to our fallen brothers for your service and sacrifice. You are missed, and may you rest in peace.
United States Marine Corps Private First Class Albert Jimmy Darling, Prairieville, KIA, May 10th, 1967. Okay. United States Marine Corps Lance Corporal Richard Kirk Gillingham, Valatia, killed in action May 19th, 1967. United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant John Joseph Malloy, Copake, killed in action July 6, 1967. U.S. Army Private First Class Paul David Grasso, killed in action March 26, 1968. U.S. Marine Corps Private First Class Jerry Allen Sweet, Lebanon Springs, killed in action April 16, 1968. U.S. Navy Corpsman Ronald Edward Rockefeller, Hudson, killed in action June 6, 1968. U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Adrian Edward Sigler, Columbia County, killed in action February 19, 1968. U.S. Army Corporal Roger James Mazzell, Felicia, killed in action March 7, 1969. U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class Carlton F. McCraig, Jr., Chatham, killed in action March 14, 1969. And U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class David Franklin Decker, Hudson, killed in action April 13, 1969.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anybody that would like to read the other one? Okay. U.S. Army Private First Class Peter Klotz, Hudson, killed in action July 2nd, 1969. U.S. Army First Class Brady Joseph Simmons, Ancramdale, killed in action August 12, 1969. U.S. Marine Corps Lance Corporal William Anthony Brown, Hudson, killed in action on March 29, 1970. U.S. Army Specialist, 4th Class Reggie Lasher Jr., Germantown, killed in action May 3, 1970. U.S. Marine Corps Private First Class John C. Pfeiffer, Hillsdale, killed in action May 16, 1970. U.S. Corporal and Medal of Honor recipient Frank Rocco Falatino, Chatham, killed in action August 19, 1970. U.S. Army Corporal Gary Edgar Field, Columbiaville, killed in action November 28, 1970. U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class Daniel Eugene Gooden, Canaan, killed in action August 19, 1971. And U.S. Navy Commander Henry Albert Coons, Germantown, killed in action May 10, 1973. May God bless their souls.
Ready! Aim! Fire! 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 Detail, port, arms! Present, arms!
This organization goes back a long, long time.
Yes, back to 1927. First concert, I believe, was a spring concert that year, 1927. And it's had 2 concerts a year ever since then in the Catskill home base, which is the Reformed Church on Main Street, Catskill.
Back in the day, what was the allure of a glee club?
There used to be a number of glee clubs in the area. There's something called the Mohawk Hudson Male Glee Club Association, and at one point in time, I am not sure how many members there were. I heard there were near 40, but at this time, I believe there are only 5 members, 5 groups left.
Hustle.
With the Glee Club for 27 years, but I started singing before kindergarten. First song was Jesus Loves Me, and then Home on the Range.
You must like to get together with this, probably an extended family.
Oh yeah, I love to sing. In fact, I was asked to join the Glee Club back when I graduated from college. One of the members came down after church and said, "We'd like you to join us." I said, "When do you rehearse?" "Monday nights." I said, "I'm sorry, I go to night school." And I went to night school for many, many years, and then I just sort of forgot about it. I was up at the Babe Ruth Park, and Patty was up there with a friend of hers, and she said, "What are you doing this fall?" And I said, "I'm doing nothing. I'm not coaching anything at school." She said, "Well, come join us at Glee Club." I've been there ever since.
In her grace we gather to do her honor in fellowship together. Music's their muse, each human heart rejoices. We join our voices here in praise of song.
I've been involved with music since high school. I played trombone in the high school band, and then I have sung in my church choir for a lot of years, and then I've been a member of the Catskill Glee Club since 1954.
What would you tell a 22-year-old why they shouldn't be involved in this?
Why they shouldn't be, or why they should be?
Why should someone 22 be involved in something like this?
Well, I think being involved with singing keeps you young. You know, you're active and you really enjoy music and enjoy sharing your music with others.
I'm the conductor. Is that what you mean?
What does a conductor do?
Keep everything together, like a chef.
Is it a pretty easy group to work with?
Actually, it's not that difficult. It is an interesting group because of the number of men, the ages of the men, but it really is it's a good group to work with. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Not many ladies in this group.
No, I'm the only one, and I think that stands very well. I feel very honored to come out every Monday night and have a date with 15 or 20 men all at the same time. I love it.
Bless thee.
as each step occurs, okay? And watch me. If you leave it up to each person.
We like to think it's because we sing well, but we're not so sure. We think the audience just likes to see what we can do next.